Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, welcome to ispeakyoruba2.com. This is your one-stop place for everything Yoruba language. Thank you for learning Yoruba language with I Speak Yoruba Too. Ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi. Welcome everyone. My name is Eniola and you're listening to I Speak Yoruba Too. I have something to teach you guys today, that's for sure. But sometimes I wonder, will someone somewhere give me something someday? Maybe. What do you think? Or maybe this is Sunyabi. Me and my cheeky intros, huh? Oh well, at least you kind of have an idea of today's lesson topic, right? Let's get into it. In this lesson, you will learn how to say and use these words. Something, somewhere, someone, and someday. All these words in Yoruba have one thing in common, and that's the fact that all of the words have the word kan in common. Kan in Yoruba means one, but it has many other meanings as well when it is used in different contexts. Let's begin with the one that you're kind of familiar with, and that is something. In lesson 23 of level 2, you learned how to say whatever. To say whatever, you need to add the words nnkànkan or ohun before the tiba phrase. Do you remember what nnkànkan and ohun means? Nnkànkan and ohun both means a thing. Nnkànkan and ohun are also needed to achieve the word something. So to say something in Yoruba, the word nnkànkan is added before kan, and you will have nnkànkan, 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 which means something. Or you had ohun before kan to have ohunkan, ohunkan, which also means something. So something in Yoruba can either be nnkànkan or ohunkan. Alright, let's look at how to say somewhere. With somewhere, the word for place needs to be added before kan. Place in Yoruba is ibi. When ibi is added before kan, you will have ibikan, ibikan, ibikan. So somewhere in Yoruba is ibikan. Okay, how do we say someone in Yoruba? It is exactly the same process as somewhere and something. The word for a person needs to be added to kan. A person in Yoruba is ẹni, ẹni. Ẹni is added before kan and it becomes ẹnìkan. Ẹnìkan, ẹnìkan, which means someone. And lastly, let's look at the word for someday. Day in Yoruba is ọjọ́, ọjọ́. Ọjọ́ is added before kan and you will have ọjọ́ kan, ọjọ́ kan, ọjọ́ kan. So, someday in Yoruba is ọjọ́ kan. Now you know how to say the 4 words. Something is nnkànkan or ohunkan. Somewhere, ibikan. Someone, ẹnìkan. And someday is ọjọ́ kan. Do you see how they all have the word kan in common? Kan. Well, keep in mind that these words in Yoruba are actually phrases, okay? It's not one word, they are phrases. Nnkànkan, ohunkan, ibikan, ẹnìkan, and ọjọ́ kan are all phrases. Let's see them used in sample sentences. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ṣé ẹ ní ibi tí ó wù yín láti lọ sí lọ́jọ́ kan? Ṣé ẹ ní ibi tí ó wù yín láti lọ sí ní ọjọ́ kan? Ṣé ẹ ní ibi tó wù yín láti lọ sí lọ́jọ́ kan? Do you have a place you would love to go to someday? I'm sure you do. As for me, mo fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú Korea ní ọjọ́ kan. Mo fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú Korea ní ọjọ́ kan. I want to go to South Korea someday. That's always been a fantasy of mine. So if you're in South Korea, please invite me. I want to visit South Korea. I love South Korea. I don't know why. Okay, I know that many of you, my listeners, have expressed the desire to visit Ibadan or Ile-Ife. Ibadan is the capital city of Oyo State, and Ile-Ife, commonly known as Ife, is a city in Osun State, Nigeria, and they hold a rich history of the Yoruba people, especially Ile-Ife. So you can say, Mo fẹ́ lọ sí Ile-Ife ní ọjọ́ kan. Mo fẹ́ lọ sí Ile-Ife ní ọjọ́ kan. Mo fẹ́ lọ sí Ile-Ife ní ọjọ́ kan. I want to go to Ile-Ife someday. Or you can also say, Mo máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn lọ́jọ́ kan. Mo máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn lọ́jọ́ kan. Mo máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn lọ́jọ́ kan. I will go to Ibadan one day. If you want to ask someone, okay, you want to go to Ibadan, but when do you want to go to Ibadan? That would be, ọjọ́ wo ni ẹ máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn? Ọjọ́ wo ni ẹ máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn? Ọjọ́ wo ni ẹ máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn? When are you going to Ibadan? Ọjọ́ wo is used here to mean when, but it's more like what day. So you probably have expressed your desires and determinations to your friend that someday you want to go to Ibadan, and now they are asking you, when? When is this someday gonna be? So it will be, ọjọ́ wo? Ọjọ́ wo ni ẹ máa lọ sí Ìbàdàn? When are you going to Ibadan? What day are you going to Ibadan? Okay? And you could be like, mi ò tí mọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n màá lọ lọ́jọ́ kan. Mi ò tí mọ̀, ṣùgbọ́n màá lọ lọ́jọ́ kan. Well, I don't know yet, but I will go one day. Did you hear me say one day? One day and someday are both ọjọ́ kan in Yoruba. Lọ́jọ́ kan, màá lọ sí Jamaica. Lọ́jọ́ kan, màá lọ sí Jamaica. Lọ́jọ́ kan, màá lọ sí Jamaica. One day, I will go to Jamaica. Okay, let's look at some examples with Nnkànkan. Mò ń wá nǹkankan. Mò ń wá nǹkankan. Mò ń wá nǹkankan. I am searching for something. Ohun kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ohun kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ohun kan ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Something is happening. Nǹkan kan wà níbẹ̀. Nǹkan kan wà níbẹ̀. Nǹkan kan wà níbẹ̀. There is something there. The use of ohun kan to mean something in Yoruba is not very common in daily conversations. You would hear nnkànkan used more than ohun kan. But even so, nnkànkan is often shortened to nǹkan. So you would most time hear sentences like mò ń wá nǹkan instead of mò ń wá nǹkankan. And they both mean I am looking or searching for something. Mò ń wá nǹkan, mò ń wá nǹkankan. Mò ń wá nǹkan is very common, which can somehow be seen as laziness, but I wouldn't really call it laziness. I think it's more for the efficiency of speaking. So you can say nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ or nǹkankan ṣẹlẹ̀. Either one you use is the same. Nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ or nǹkankan ṣẹlẹ̀. They both will mean something is happening, and you would be understood if you said nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ or mò ń wá nǹkan without the kan at the back of it. So nǹkan or nǹkankan in Yoruba both means something. You cannot use ohun on its own though. You can use nǹkan on its own to mean something, but you cannot use ohun, mò ń wá ohun. What is ohun? So, but you can get away with using nǹkan. You would hear that a lot. Mo wá nǹkan, mo sọ nǹkan. I'm looking for something. Okay, let's see sentences with ẹnìkan, someone. Ẹnìkan pè mí. Ẹnìkan pè mí. Ẹnìkan pè mí means someone called me. Mo fẹ́ lọ rí ẹnìkan. Mo fẹ́ lọ rí ẹnìkan. Mo fẹ́ lọ rí ẹnìkan. I want to go see someone. Ẹnìkan wá. Ẹnìkan wá. Ẹnìkan wá. Someone came. Ẹnìkan wà nílé. Ẹnìkan wà nílé. Ẹnìkan wà nílé. There is someone at home. In this sentence, ẹnìkan is often replaced with èèyàn when it's used in day-to-day conversations to mean someone. And it's only specific to this kind of situation, which can be a bit confusing for beginners because èèyàn means people. So when you hear èèyàn wà nílé, you could think it meant there are people at home, but what it actually means is there is someone at home. The word wà means to be there or to exist. So whenever wà is used in relation to expressing the existence of someone somewhere, èèyàn is often used to mean someone. For example, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé èèyàn wà níbẹ̀ yẹn? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èèyàn wà níbẹ̀. Please, is someone there? Yes, someone is there. Instead of saying ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ẹnìkan wà níbẹ̀ yẹn, you said ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé èèyàn wà níbẹ̀ yẹn. Whichever one you use though is correct. They're both fine, just that you would hear èèyàn used much more than ẹnìkan to mean someone. Okay? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé èèyàn wà níbẹ̀ yẹn? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èèyàn wà níbẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ẹnìkan wà nílé? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹnìkan wà nílé. So whichever one is correct. Alright, let's look at the last one, which is ibì kan in sample sentences. Mo ń lọ síbì kan lọ́la. Mo ń lọ sí ibì kan lọ́la. Mo ń lọ síbì kan lọ́la. I'm going somewhere tomorrow. Ibì kan wà tí mo fẹ́ lọ. Ibì kan wà tí mo fẹ́ lọ. Ibì kan wà tí mo fẹ́ lọ. There is somewhere I want to go. Ṣé ẹ̀ ń lọ síbì kan ni? Ṣé ẹ̀ ń lọ sí ibì kan ni? Ṣé ẹ̀ ń lọ síbì kan ni? Are you going somewhere? Alright, that's it. Today you have learned how to say and use the words someone, somewhere, someday, something, ẹnìkan, ibìkan, ọjọ́ kan, nǹkan kan, or ohun kan. Èèyàn mi, ṣé ẹ kọ́ nǹkan kan lénìí? Did you learn something today? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀. Let me know. Thank you all so much for supporting me and for learning Yoruba with I Speak Yoruba Too content. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And that's it from Eniola today. See you all in lesson 27. Ó dàbọ̀.